Okay, so let me ask you something. Have you ever had a brilliant, world-changing idea and then spent the rest of your day just, on the couch? You are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to tackle that super frustrating, all too familiar space between our biggest ambitions and what we actually do. Let's dive in.
So, let's just put the question right out there, bluntly. Why does this happen? You've got these huge dreams, right? You have these clear goals, this powerful vision for your life. You know exactly who you want to be. And yet, the day just kind of slips right through your fingers.
I mean, you can totally see it, can't you? That future version of you is on top of their game. They're disciplined, they're crushing every single goal, they are living the life you're dreaming of right now. It feels so real, so completely within reach. In your mind. And then, boom, reality crashes the party. That brilliant vision gets completely sidelined by an endless social media feed, or maybe just one more episode of that show you're binging, or sometimes just nothing. The drive is there, it's burning inside you, but the action, it just won't follow. And man, it is beyond frustrating.
Well, this feeling, this internal tug-of-war, it actually has a name. We're calling it the ambition gap. It's that painful, empty space between the person you imagine you could be and the person you are today. Just putting a name to it is the first step to finally closing it.
So look at this. This really frames the daily battle we're all in. On one side, you've got the vision. That's all your potential, your goals, that deep desire for growth. And on the other side, the reality. The constant magnetic pull of distraction and the simple, easy comfort of doing nothing. They are literally at war every single day. And when reality wins the day, which, let's be honest, it often does, you're just left with this heavy, sinking feeling. Guilt. The feeling that you've let yourself down, again, that you've wasted another day, another precious chance to become that person you can so clearly see in your mind.
But what if this whole way of thinking is just wrong? What if the problem isn't that you're lazy? Let's just completely bust that myth right now. Because you are not broken. You are just, you're perfectly predictably human.
So here's the crucial point. Calling yourself lazy is a massive oversimplification. It's a harsh label that completely ignores the powerful psychological battle that's happening just beneath the surface. This is a conflict, not a character flaw.
Just let that sink in for a second. What you've been beating yourself up about, calling laziness, it isn't a bug in your personality. It is a built-in feature of your brain's core programming. It's supposed to be there. And understanding that one thing, it changes everything. So if it's not a flaw, then what is it? To get that, we need to kind of pop the hood and look at our brain's operating system. And I think what we're about to find is going to surprise you. And this, right here, is the big idea. Let's just redefine laziness for a minute. It's not apathy, it's a survival instinct. It's your brain doing its job by actively choosing the path of least resistance to protect you from what it sees as threats, like the discomfort of hard work or the potential pain of failure.
So you gotta remember, your brain evolved over millions of years with one primary job, keep you alive. And survival means conserving energy and avoiding danger. Your big, ambitious goals, to your ancient brain, they represent uncertainty, effort, and potential failure. All giant red flags. So your brain pulls the emergency brake. It will always pull the lever for what's safe, known, and easy. Comfort.
So here's the real conflict. It was never you versus laziness. It's the modern, forward-thinking part of you that wants growth, clashing with the ancient, primal part of your brain that demands safety and comfort. They both have valid goals. They're just pulling in completely opposite directions. Okay, so if this is a built-in feature, are we just doomed to a life of procrastination? No way, absolutely not. The solution isn't to fight harder, it's to work smarter. We have to learn how to work with our brain's programming, not declare war on it. Look, you will lose a direct fight with your brain's survival instinct every single time. It is just way too powerful. The secret is to stop fighting and start negotiating. You have to convince your brain, gently, that the path toward your goal is actually safe. So how do you negotiate? It's actually a pretty simple three-step process. First, reframe that feeling. The moment you feel that resistance, just say to yourself, this isn't laziness, this is my brain trying to protect me. Second, make the first step laughably small. I mean, so tiny it doesn't even register as a threat. Not write the report, but open the document. And third, start messy. Perfectionism is the ultimate threat. Give yourself permission to start poorly. Just start. And this is the key takeaway, right here. Your job is to make the productive action feel like the actual path of least resistance.
If writing a book is this terrifyingly huge task, of course your brain is going to grab the phone. But if the task is just write one sentence, well, suddenly that feels easier, safer, and a lot less threatening.
So forget the fantasy of some heroic overnight transformation. That's a myth that just feeds the guilt cycle. The real path to that ambitious vision you hold for yourself is built on a foundation of tiny, imperfect, but consistent steps. That is how you bridge the ambition gap, one small step at a time.
So I'll just leave you with this question. Not for later, but for right now. What is one ridiculously small, imperfect action you can take toward one of your goals, like the second this is over? Don't overthink it. Just pick one and go do it.